So, hi again. That is the tune "So What" from Miles Davis, I think 1958, the Kind of Blue album. The thing I like about this song is, for us, it's a really good entry point for using the major scale. There's plenty of other things you can do, I have to say. As you progress on this song, there's lots of versions out there, and some of them are just, it's incredible what you can do just with that song. Very well known jazz standard, but great for using the major scale on minor 7 chords as a practice exercise. By the way, that the backing track thing I'm using, it's an app called iReal Pro. They're not paying me, but it's like $8. Very flexible practice tool. That's all I want to say. You can change the key, style, tempo of any song. It can come preloaded with hundreds, if not thousands, of these songs, and you can make up your own. So not quite a gigging tool, I don't think, but it's pretty well done. Great for practice. Anyway, what we're doing is we've had our C major scale, which gave us that set of intervals, and that's called the Ionian mode, if anyone ever asks you, or if you want to know. If we start that same scale on D, what happens is that the formula changes to whole tone, half tone, whole tone, whole tone, whole tone, half tone, whole tone. So it's the same set of intervals in a slightly different order. Sorry, they're in the same order, but it's just displaced. But what that actually means is that when you've got a D minor chord, the intervals you get are now an octave, what we call a major second. It's a second or a ninth, a minor third. It's not that anymore. It's minor third, 11th, 5th, major 6th, and minor 7th. And these notes all sound pretty relatively inside. That's the word we use. Obviously, the root sounds the most consonant. Generally, most people think the third sounds pretty good against the root. The 5th, very inoffensive. The 9th has a little more colour to it. The 11th has colour to it. The B is probably against, if you're playing a D minor 7 chord with the root 3rd and 7th, and you voice that B note on top of it, you get that major 7th interval between the C and the B, which bites a bit, and you've got the 7th, which has that sound to it. But you can see by just combining these notes in different ways, you can make up lines and phrases and instantly begin to sound like yourself, which is what that's all about. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. It doesn't have to be played robotically, that major scale. That's all I'm saying. You learn those notes and then find many different ways to combine them. I like the interval of a 4th, which, say, from D to G, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you start that same thing on E to A is a 4th. F to B is a different kind of 4th. It's turns out to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 semitones instead of 5. So that gives you that sound. And then G to C is a 4th, A to D is a 4th, B to E, C to F, and then you're back there again. So you can play these together. You can actually stack 4ths, and well, you can just start with 2 at a time, but eventually you can go. See how that one with the 6th on top sounds a little more bitey, I call it. So you can practice these sort of scale-wise just to learn where they are. Sorry, it would be there. And of course, melodically, you can play those, arpeggiate them. once again, that's just a short little thing just to show you how you can use the major scale. All right, stay tuned. See ya.